all gonna... Damn, that's so cute. So it looks like Bleed, Zving, and Diesel, who are all confirmed top 3 right now, are decided on getting a Bed of Chaos logo for their wood burning. That's mad cute. So whichever of them finds themselves in the first place spot will choose that as their. Yo, what's up, Barabbas? How are you, man? As their prize. Alright, Bleed. Alright, that'll be quite a huge power swing. Donnie made this name in 3 seconds. Bed of Chaos. Cabrakan v. Cabrakan. I wonder if this was agreed upon previously, or it's just that both of these players really value this god. In the last matchup, I'm guessing Cabrakan might have been banned out, and he might be banned out quite often throughout this tournament. As I said, he's very strong here, seeing that most gods don't have an escape from his ultimate. You know, at least no escape that isn't like an ultimate. I think Tier would be one of the only ones that would be able to reliably get out. Both of these players have level 1 Cabrakan, so let's see how avid they are with the god and, you know, who comes out on top. Yeah, it does seem like he was a high priority ban without the throughout the tournament. What is this, slow-mo? Did I do this? I did this. Oh, man. This is the only place we can find a Cabrakan Ditto going on right now, man. Yeah, I feel more comfortable casting without the camera. Because I already feel so awkward casting when I'm not, you know, a caster. So if I don't have the face cam, at least I feel a little more comfortable. How are you, Rich? I'm sorry for no face cam, man. Why would you go Vamp Shroud? Well, I'm also wondering why you would go the Soulstone here. I mean, either one has its merits, or, you know, it's got the health on the Vamp Shroud is going to be, you know, quite a little bit of a... an early bonus here. While the power granted by the Soulstone is relevant, there's still the fact that both of these players are going to be using their 3s to clear here, so I don't know how much of a usage you'll actually get out of that Soulstone. It's very hard, especially with melee gods, to accurately calculate the exact buff, you know, the buff timing on that 5th after that 5th auto. So it's like, you know, it's a little awkward to always get that off against your opponent and utilize it to its to the best of its ability. Oh yeah, Opulence. If I wasn't on my anxiety medications, yeah, there'd be no way I'd be able to stream consistently. I would be, you know, like completely crippled by constant stomach pains too, because that's what, you know, that's what a big part of my anxiety you know, comes with, unfortunately, along with just, you know, I would be having like regular panic attacks too, so it'd be terrible. Hey, what's up, Death Fury? How are you, man? Last hitting minions early? I don't know if that's true. His 3 generally actually does have quite a bit of power for last hitting, and his 2 as well. So, you know, I can see the merits of both, but right now it seems like Diesel is kind of bullying Zving. I don't know if it's necessarily just due to his Soulstone and his ability to maximize the usage of that item. Or it was just that that he took a few better fights than Zving and poked him out. But nonetheless, we find Diesel in, you know, quite a position of lead here over Zving. The red buff picked up. He's gonna hit 6 here still, Zving. Wow, he really didn't. Oh, I was looking at Diesel. Whoops. Wait, no. What the fuck? I swear to God, Zving's experience bar just went down, dude. He knows, too. He says, "Rip, look. His experience bar just went down from that last minute." I swear. I swear on me, mom. Alright, so, yeah, quite a little bit of a lead on Diesel's side here. After he picks up this wave, as you can see, he's got... and he picks up this blue buff. Watch, he's going to hit level 7. Shit's going to go down. If he doesn't hit level 7, I suck. Aha! See? See? Alright, so yeah, it is quite a little bit of a deficit there, because he was able to secure 2 buffs, whereas Zving only got the 1, so nearly a 300 gold lead. And while it doesn't seem like that much, it adds up a lot in Duel, especially because, you know, it's kind of setting the pace, and it kind of ensures that the rest of these engagements will go Diesel's way for at least a little bit. Really nice ultimate, very good presence of mind from Zving, but it actually immediately backs off. I'm not sure exactly why in that position. Awkward. That was awkward all around, and wow, the minions do not find it against Diesel. 19 health, probably had about 12 health there after that, after that engagement and after escaping those minions. Jesus, man. Incredibly close, but Diesel secures first blood, and that is going to be so disastrous in a mirror, especially one where you can only build, where you cannot build protections. It's going to be very difficult, a steep hill to climb against this snowballing Cabrakan here. So yeah, I think Zving, if he aggressed properly there, you know, despite the 1 level difference, they had the same items built, both had both had the pen boots. He has 100 more health than him. I feel as though he definitely had an opportunity, if he didn't so awkwardly back up there and then reinitiate, to do something. And unfortunately, he didn't make use of it. Played it a little too, as I said, too awkwardly would really be the word there. This ultimate could be really bad. Diesel doesn't have his up yet, though. So kind of just a throwaway ultimate there from Zving to try to deter Diesel, and it did deter him, but it's, you know, regardless, an ultimate down on Zving and an ultimate up for Diesel, along with still giving pressure on Diesel's side here. If he can secure this red and get out before Zving gets in here, it won't really matter too much in all honesty, because Zving doesn't have his ultimate available, so there's no way that he'll be able to secure a kill on Diesel unless he goes, you know, entirely to ham here. He might, though. He's going in like really hard. But Zving uses his 1 prematurely, actually gets stunned out of it, so while it's still, you know, the 1 still remains, he wasn't able to actually get the stun off. Yeah, I know he had the Soulstone proc bleed, but still, I think if he had gone in and not awkwardly walked backward and then went back in, he would have had a better opportunity there. Because the Cabrakan that engages first definitely has a bit of a lead with how much burst this character is able to secure. So both players going to Warlock Sash here. Definitely the option for pretty much any magical god, whether it's a Guardian or not. In this particular scenario, especially when the opponent can't go defense, it ensures that you're going to have a more smooth progression throughout the game. They can't just go defense early and make you completely irrelevant while building into this health item. So definitely a smart pickup for both players, and it's just going to be rough for Zving, seeing that he's building into it so late here compared to Diesel because of, oh, really good wall, but still, again, just an ultimate down for Zving that he uses in an attempt to deter Diesel. I don't know if these are necessarily worth it, you know. I feel as though he could be just holding on to those ultimates. What is happening? Why are those? Okay, those walls last forever, dude. Holy crap.
Come find out what's behind door number 1.
So yeah, just I don't know if those ultimates, I feel, would be better off just saved from Zving instead of you know, just thrown out there to try to get some extra poke and stop Diesel's approach. But Zving, you can already see, is not really feeling this so much. I'm not sure how much confidence he has going forward here. But as we've seen time and time again, the comeback is very possible. I hate the Nerd Rage skin, dude. I like probably this skin and the default skin the most out of his skins. I really don't like Cabrakan much, to be honest. I don't like the direction with his skins. I don't like the god that much. He annoys me in general. He's like ugly as fuck, and then he's also just like weird. Yeah, Zving opting into a what's almost definitely going to be a Chronos Pendant here. I can't see, obviously, him rushing a Rod here would be really inefficient. Wall going to come out from Zving, but Diesel has his available as well. A really good Tremor here, though, from Zving. Could he possibly find it? He does. The return kill. Ooh, and he's taunting it up. And this is one of those situations where it's not a BM taunt, but it's a friendly taunt. You know, you're fighting against one of your good friends here, clanmate, and you're just having fun with each other. So this is an interesting turn of events, though. As I said, these... Oh, stasis. Well, at least it's a fun stasis, dude. Like, fuck. This is much more fun than just standing in place. How long can he go before he gets tired? Eventually, he's gonna have to stop. Yeah. That's probably the longest that Cabrakan's ever used his 3 for. Shit. So that really ties up things quite a bit. And we see Diesel opt into his signature Sunder here. And Zving actually goes it as well. Wow. So both players opt into this protection shredding item without protections being able to be built in this tournament. I don't understand that, but at the same time, the passive on these gods does provide protection. So, alright. I feel you, and I don't, because I also feel like Beads is going to be so much more better utilized than a Sunder in this scenario. But then you also have to think about how head or hands-on Cabrakan really is, in that he's a melee god that needs to pour everything into his opponent when he initiates. So it's very easily added into his kit and really complements his burst quite well. Yeah, Diesel canceled his Tremors pretty early in that last engagement, giving Zving just so much time on his own. And while that Tremor is active, it's so hard for Diesel to power through it. It's like he's going against the current and trying to get up to Zving's face and stop him with a stun of his own. So very very wise of Zving to continue that Tremor going for as long as he could to stop any form of counter initiate from Diesel there and just secured it. No, Med's not banned, so Med could also be a great option here. Like I said, really interesting to see that that Sunder is the option, but like I said, Diesel really likes this item. I'm surprised to see Zving go it too, though. Oh my god, the Battle of the Tremors. Whoever stuns the other one first is going to have a really good chance. Oh, Diesel stuck in the wall, but Zving took too much poke there, has to get out. You can notice that the build is in favor of Diesel in terms of overall damage here right now, right? Obsidian Shard versus the Chronos Pendant. He's able to just shred through those passive protections, as well as the protections on his passive. To get away from me. Alright. Cabrakan's voice lines are pretty good. Yeah, I'll give him that. So yeah, he's got a little bit more in this fight potential there. And he's also got a little bit more stacks on the Warlocks. So just overall, the burst is on the side of Diesel here. These tourneys are bi-weeklies. They're always with some sort of, attempted fun rules. So far, we haven't had like any complaints about from the players about the way that the tournaments have been planned out. I try to, really really think about what would make these tournaments both the most fun and the most competitive. And as you can see, there's been a lot of strategy employed throughout these games. It hasn't just been random nonsense. And there's also been quite a bit of variety in the picks. While Cabrakan has definitely been a go-to, we saw a little bit of Chalk, we saw some Tier, we saw some Sobek. Yeah, definitely some interesting stuff here so far. And Cabrakan's probably been the go-to throughout this. Another defensive ult from Zving here. He's just in that position right now where he's not quite sure like what fights he can pick, and that was great though. Really good burst. I don't know if diving this tower is going to be good for Diesel, dude. No, you can just tell as soon as he engaged there that was not going to be the right choice. Zving had his cooldowns back up in time because of the Chronos Pendant. Shout out to Chronos Pendant. I really like that he opted into this item. There's no cooldown on the side of Diesel, and Zving with this big cooldown item over him was able to re-engage there. So, I mean, Diesel really just baited himself there quite hard. Zving very wisely applied as much poke as he could, and then Diesel responded by diving the tower in a position where he really, really couldn't get anything off there in time before the tower would whittle him away. That's Diesel diving because he has to go right now. Does he really? Does he have to leave? He's like 5 minutes to win. Oh my god. Yeah, so that being said, as we were talking about earlier, there's not much room to play super aggressively in this tournament in terms of diving towers. In other senses, you can play really aggressively, but oh, this is probably going to go to Zving. Yeah, look at the health, but oh my god, the stun is great from Diesel. Very nice, able to disengage, and both players end up at about the same health here. Diesel, though, as we said, this man has to be somewhere right now. He wants to find something. I don't know. Oh my god, if either player had a blink right now. Damn, and the surrender comes out. Zving actually taking it over Diesel. Despite the fact that Diesel was in a rush towards the end there and had to go, I don't know that was that would have been a Diesel win otherwise. Zving was actually playing it quite well and began his comeback earlier on in that game due to some nice plays there and a little bit of misplay from Diesel. So it's unfortunate. I would have liked to see how that played out without Diesel being under the gun there and having a run. Jesus, these rhymes, dude, so good. So yeah, I don't know. I would have liked to see how that would play out. Diesel definitely the favorite to win, especially with those Guardian picks. But Zving, I like the way that he played there, and he definitely showed up well. The differences in build were quite interesting as well.